Risk monitoring is essentially the process of checking, reviewing and sharing your risk register with relevant parties. The reason why it's important to check regularly and review and monitor is that risks can and often do change their likelihood and impact. Risk monitoring is interesting and it needs to occur often. The reason why is because risks often will change. They'll become more likely to occur and possibly even their impact, should they occur, will also change. Examples of that, you could be planning for an event and there might be a risk that you can't get all of the stalls you need there on time. Now that risk might be low at first because you've got the commitment from your attendees, they're going to be coming. But as you get nearer to the date, you might find that the risk's increasing due to train strikes, bad weather as examples. And so that risk of not having the acquired stalls at your event becomes very real. So it's important to constantly monitor your risks just to make sure your assessment is accurate, i.e. it is a high, it is a medium or it is a low. You risk monitor by referring back to your risk register and the other steps of the process you've been through, looking at what you've identified, where it affects, who and how, and then consider regularly as time passes as a standing item ideally, is that risk still at that place? Does it still reflect reality? So for instance, your risk of theft might have increased due to increasing crime in the area. So that risk is something that should go up on your risk register and then be given the necessary priority. Well, I'd suggest you should review your risk register much more often than annually, to begin with, monthly or quarterly, at least, really, because risks can do change often. Without doing it, it's kind of like date stamping something in history and saying at that point in time we knew these risks existed, but that's no good. It's out of date almost as soon as you've assessed it. So you've got to constantly go back, sense check it, refresh it, and make it a standing item amongst your organisation. Community risk services can provide both physical tools such as templates, documents, guides, and also a friendly voice and face on the phone or in person to come and speak to you around how monitoring can be embedded into your everyday processes so that it's not seen as something extra that you have to do, something that you'll become used to doing and possibly even enjoy.